Hello and welcome to Soul Tarot by Nehal. This is going to be a reading for the period of 16th November to the 30th of November 2024 for the zodiac sign Leo. Please remember this is a general reading and it may or may not resonate with you. If it resonates, let me know in the comments down below. If not, skip this one. If you feel any of your loved ones could benefit from this reading, kindly share the channel with them as well. If you wish to stay connected with me on Instagram, the link is down in the description below. You can follow me there as well. So, thank you so much and let's begin. So, I would definitely first begin itself is with that there is a new beginning that is coming into your life. Now, the thing is that what are you going to choose is going to matter. The reason I say so is because whether you like it or not, the change is going to come, the shift is going to come. uh, Especially people who may have gone through a lot of turbulence, could have been for years, have been dealing with certain things. This could be an entirely internal new person that you may come across with. It's like a complete new you, is what I see. The reason I said earlier is that what you choose is going to matter is because either you can accept things graciously and bring in the change that you need to get that transformation within your life, or you will have to learn it the hard way. So choice is going to be there. Why I say so is because uh, it's like, there is going to be pressure. It's like, uh, when a diamond is formed, there is a certain kind of pressure that's been put on it, certain kind of, you can say, challenges that a coal goes through, and that's when it turns into a diamond, right? So the same way, there is going to be certain kind of an outer external world things that may come into your life, external things that will happen, due to which there will be an internal shift within you. So, yes, the experiences, not all experiences may be good, but you can have your entirely different shift within yourself. So, it all depends on you majorly more than anything else. But yes, this is majorly for people who have been going through a lot for a long period. So, when I say long, it's been years. I'm not talking about last maybe 5 6 months or so. It's more than that. Of course, that doesn't mean it's not no changes coming in anyone's life. Even if you're going through certain things in last 6 8 months also, uh, of course the shift is coming within you. But yeah, there is going to be difference, obviously different level, and this is a general reading, hence it depends. um, Other thing that I somehow very strongly get is most of you need to work on your root chakra and your sacral chakra and your solar plexus. So the lower three chakras is what I would say that you need to work to. If healing is also what you can do, if you know someone who can help you guide through it, do it. And otherwise, there are many ways that people talk about. If you know someone who can guide you and you can follow them, do that from them. But yes, do work on these chakras, because again, since it's going to be a huge shift, and it is more of an internal shift than an external shift, hence it's more about going back to the roots also. Your own roots. When I say own roots, it's not cultural roots or something. It's about what you believe in, going and tapping into yourself. So that kind of an internal shift. So it's going to be, of course, because of external experiences, the internal shift, but that is what I see it coming. So yeah, let's dive deeper into this and see all different aspects of your life as well. So, you definitely should practice grounding. If at all you know how to do it, awesome, please do it. If you don't know, take any help. Someone who could help, ask them who know how to do it. More than anything else. Otherwise, yes, there are a lot of videos around it, also giving information around it on YouTube. You can search for that as well. So depending on whatever you are comfortable with, go ahead with that and find how you can do your grounding practices. See which one works for you and practice it daily. Other than that, I definitely see that some of you are getting very creative into your approach towards life. For some of you, creativity is going to be what is going to help you to navigate a lot of things. Some of you could actually get to something new you would start, maybe as a hobby or maybe as a side hustle or a main hustle itself, into creativity, something that is associated with creativity. Now, creativity is in many aspects. It can even be in the form of cooking. So if you're learning cooking, you may find that your new love for cooking, and you may get creative on that. So whatever it is getting on a creative way also. So it depends on what you choose, but the creativity is what I see going up in this duration. Another thing is, yes, you may have to uh, do a little bit of healing also. There is definitely new things coming your way. A very interesting thing is there are two cards which have come, which is about queen. So I would even say that you, again, this has, though it's queen, it doesn't have to do anything with the gender. What I mean to say is that you may want to get into the space of getting into, what do we say, like kind of decision making, but more from a feminine energy. Yes, that would be the right thing. So when I say that, it is like, even if you are a masculine or a feminine, any gender, we all have a feminine side as well, right? So you will use more of that, and that will actually be more beneficial in taking certain decisions for yourself. Coming to the next thing is that some of you may have to deal with some emotions, some past emotions, or some past things that may come your way. It could be people as well, but there are something that is coming from the past, and that is where you even need to do your healing. So keep a track of what are you dealing with in this duration. What kind of emotions are coming up, what kind of situations are coming up. It could be even people may walk into your life from past for some reason. So be sure of what you're doing, and may just figure out what is it, because healing is the best thing to do in this case. Here I clearly see a lot of emotional healing is what is needed. So irrespective, take care of it. One thing, yes, if someone from your past, it could be anything. See, it can be past job offer which was not really that good. It may have been toxic, and hence you may have not taken it up. It may have been some friend, it can be an ex, it can be ex relative, anything, but something that is coming from the past. I would just say that instead of hopping onto it, because the tendency would be of yours to be impulsive and giving that person or that thing a chance. And I would just say, don't be impulsive, rather take a step back, see at things, and then move forward. Because again, past is what has brought you here, and you need to do your emotional healing. So if you're going back to the past, it's the same thing that is going to happen. It's like rereading the same old book. It's just going to be the same thing that's going to keep happening. So yes, that is what I see. But very, very strongly, emotions are what I think you should really, really take care of in this duration. And one thing is for sure over here, don't be judgmental of yourself or anyone else as well. Wow. Work seems to be very interesting. So yes, work wise, there could be like really good amount of opportunities that could come your way. A whole shift could come into your life. It's like the tables could turn, and a lot of things could get into your favor if they are against you, or in any form. Again, in any form, challenges will be overcome in this duration. So if you are, struggling to deal with something, or you have been struggling to deal with certain something work wise in last few days, this will be a very beautiful period for you to overcome those challenges as well. The reason is you may find solutions out of nowhere. It's like, the aha moment that, you're doing something and all of a sudden the solution strikes in out of nowhere. So that kind of things could happen in that duration, so that will be pleasant also, though it may be surprising, but these are like pleasant surprises. New things could come, transformational things could happen in terms of your work, which I again it could be a possibility, because one phase is ending, new phase is starting. Like I said, tables are about to turn and get into your favor, so that is going to be transformative also. There is going to be forward movement if at all, you are feeling stuck in terms of your work, so that is also coming. So very very interesting time for that matter in terms of your work. I am very positive. The energy feels very positive when it comes to work. Whoa. I mean, it couldn't get better. It couldn't get better. One thing, mark my words, this is going to be a transformational period for you in many ways, especially when it comes to, I mean, I see transformation. I have been, if I go back to a lot of the readings, though I mean, I remember how, because my readings are a lot more intuitive, so I can't remember everything, but I have mentioned in a couple of my previous readings about Leo's transformation happening, and in between I said that okay, it seems to be getting sorted, but you can actually have an intense transformation in many ways in this duration, and I can assure you there is transformation happening in this period for you. Even financially it gets better. It gets better swiftly. Certain forward movements will come quite quick. You may again enter a beautiful phase of financial growth as well. Really good stuff happening in terms of your finances as well, but huge transformation coming. Again, yes, it may not be like, like I said in the beginning, everything is not very pleasant, but certain surprises are going to be pleasant. A lot of things is going to depend on you, how you look at it. It's really about your perspective, your approach towards everything. My personal I mean, honestly, my personal few things that I can read here through, which I have seen earlier also in my own readings when I do it for myself, these certain cards that have come out so far always bring in some amazing stuff later on. Initially, it may feel like you want to complain, which is completely fine. But with time, you really get the results. When you see with time, you are going to be like so happy. So this is what you should understand, that, when I talk about transformation, it may feel chaotic. It may feel a lot of work and all of it. But with time, it gets really, really better. And you will be thankful to yourself. You will be happy with whatever may have happened, whether difficult or easy. So that is the beauty of it. Again, I mentioned about earlier also about certain things. When it comes, it may be a lot of transformational things happening in terms of your roots. Maybe even the way you look at finance may shift, in this duration. For whatever, maybe you gain some knowledge around it, or you may take certain decisions which may bring in a lot of financial shift with time. So again, see, certain things may not show results immediately, it could be eventually, but financially things are also getting better with time. But some things you will have to be quick on terms of making decision when it comes to your finances. Overcoming a lot of challenges, growth is what I see. Again, I will have to say here, transformation is definitely there. So in many directions is what I see. Transformation, I see an internal transformation for sure. I see work transformation, yes, and I see financial transformation as well. So this is going to be a little bit of a chaotic period where you would want to be impulsive. Don't be, because this situation will be it kind of may feel messy and but it is going to be transformative. Coming to your love, romance, and relationship that is right now in the, like, whatever you see in your life, uh, depending on obviously what you really want in the coming future. But I see a lot of things shifting for you, even in terms of your love, romance, and relationship. So when it comes to relationship, I mean all your relationships. It's just not about romantic relations. But first we'll talk here about singles. If you guys are interested in, possibly possibly into getting into a relationship, I would just say that right now you should be a little careful in terms of, it's no harm in meeting people, no harm in interacting, knowing people. That's totally fine. But you need to weigh things before you go ahead and date anyone. So maybe for now, as much as you're open, and that's totally great, you need to, because see, you're going to go through a transformational period. So best is that, it's not to bring in too many things at one time. If there is something that you can take your time on, this is where you should take your own sweet time, and then see, weigh everything, that's happening in terms of, anyone. If there is someone whom you find a potentially good partner, take time to understand and weigh everything, weigh their words, weigh their actions, and all of it, so that it's just that in future it gets easier for you to navigate in the relationship, that way. But I will add here, especially for singles more than the committed, that focus on self love as well. You need to, you need to pamper yourself with whatever you feel comfortable. This has nothing to do with money also. It could be as simple as going and buying yourself your favorite flowers, or just buying yourself a small piece of pastry. Whatever you like the most, pamper yourself. A beautiful time to get onto the journey of self love for singles. People who are committed, I see that, you would want to take things forward. You guys are, you seem to be very sorted with the kind of partner you have, and that's totally fine. But right now you may want, you guys both, again, it's going to be a mutual thing, that you guys are not going to take everything forward right now. You're not going to move into the next level. You all may take your time. So it's how, you guys are knowing that this is what we want to head towards, and you're all going to work towards that. Like, if let's just take an example here, you guys may want to be like, okay, once we achieve so and so target of, maybe a financial stability, that's when we'll take our next step. So you guys will set all those goals and start working on that in this duration, and as the right time comes in, you all will take the next step. So too many times, the thing has come is one phase coming to an end, a new phase beginning, emotionally also, and one entire phase is coming to an end, and a new phase is coming, of course. Depending on what you choose to do of this time, do you choose healing, or what do you choose is going to be very important. Like it is said, that time doesn't heal anything, but what you do in that time is going to help you heal. So yes, you definitely should work on healing your emotions. If you want at least nothing, start that journey in this duration, because that will really, it's like, you will keep coming across one by one the right kind of people who can walk you through this journey, if not immediately, eventually. But if you begin in this duration, it's going to really help you, navigate forward. um, Growth is definitely what I see. Again, but your choice at every step is going to matter. So a lot of it is in your hand. It's under your control. If you make the right choices, right steps at the right time, then it's definitely something that will be, that it will be more of a journey that you would want. Otherwise, if you're going to resist certain things, then it's going to be difficult, because some things are just going to happen, like I mentioned in the beginning itself. bold and make the first move. I guess I just mentioned about it that you need to be taking certain actions. So yes, be a little bold and do the necessary thing that you need to build the kind of life you want, to build the kind of future you want. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So get over your fears and more so be courageous as well. Again, see here it talks about be bold and make the first move. So be bold, courage. It clearly says that you will have to be courageous to take the necessary steps for yourself. In fact, face your fears, look in the eyes of the fear and overcome them. And one of the biggest fear that all of us have is the change, because it brings uncertainty also. And here we were talking about not change but altogether a transformation, which is going to bring in some level of fear. So yes, be courageous, be strong no matter what. Pardon my voice, it's not in the best of shape. Earth guide, your secret calling upon this planet is to simply love and be love. I would just say that approach every situation that you may be going through with love, and love towards yourself, which I've already mentioned about self love for certain people at least. So yes, and it says about earth guide, which I think I mentioned earlier itself, is even about doing the grounding practices. Wow. Again, courage. Again, it talks about courage. Again, wish upon a star and release all limiting beliefs. Listen, like even if you want or don't want, I've already mentioned everything. These are just confirmative messages that shift is happening. It's up to you whether you release the limiting beliefs, face your fears, look into the eyes of the fears, and be courageous. You know, just be strong and do what is necessary for yourself, and make the first move. Be bold. Actually, transformation really needs a different level of courage, so be open to that. That will help you a lot. I am strong enough to make my own decisions. Again, strong enough to make your own decisions. The affirmation is very much aligning with what you will have to do. I think I even mentioned about you will have to get into the space of decision making as well. You need to be strong and courageous as well. This affirmation is really going to be of help. Like, keep telling yourself that you are strong enough to make your own decisions. Really, really, I mean, this is really so much synchronized with the message that we've read so far. I do not have to prove myself to anyone. So yes, if at all you have the tendency here to constantly be into the space of proving yourself to people and so on, it's time to remind yourself that you don't have to prove yourself to anyone and everyone. You should know when to do what. So yes, don't get into the whole space of that constantly. Let me know in the comment section if you do resonate or not. I choose to start my day with a smile. Now I will relax my facial muscles, take a deep breath, and hold a smile on my face. So I think one of the best ways to, start your day, while yes, it may be, like I said, turbulent time, things may be happening continuously. So this will be a very, very good start, for your day. So keep reminding yourself, bring a smile on your face every day morning, right when you get up, and take few deep breaths and move on with, the day. This will actually help you set the stone for the days. New things for sure coming your way. Growth is definitely coming your way. I can definitely be so sure of it. Fruits of a lot of things that you have been, working on will also come. Transformation is of course there, but you will, even with time, find peace with that transformation. So, be rest assured of that as well. But a lot of new beginning, like it's like a lot of, I even, like I said, there is going to be an entire new birth for you, a new version of you. So that is also what is happening. So internal shift is of course there itself. A period of growth for sure. You're going to be surrounded with time. You're going to be like, whatever happens right now, remember that is going to lead to your growth. So you're going to be surrounded with growth from every direction. That you will see, like towards the end of November, you will start seeing that there is a lot of scope of growth around you. Most of the stuff we worry about never happens. So yes, there could be few things that you are worrying about which you don't need to really worry about. So figure out, where you're putting your energy also when it comes to your worries as at the same time. Try to focus on the stuff you can control. I guess I mentioned in the very beginning that try to take control of the things. There are certain things that are entirely under your control, so focus on those things and work on those things. Leave the rest, but yes, there is a lot that is under your control. Again, I would specify here, new things are surely coming your way, and again, creativity is also going to play a very important role for you in this duration. It could be in any form. It could really be in different forms. So I am from a creative background as well, but I bring creativity in this as well. I do my own things. I have, when I do my these YouTube videos, I have, certain creativity that comes when I put the intro, and the way I do my readings, my examples. I bring in my own set of creativity there as well. So the same way it could be for you also. You could maybe, start a YouTube channel, or it could be that you could start your Instagram, anything social media you would get into, which you may have not, really thought of, and you may want to get onto that. So there could be a lot of such things also, or, something that you have already been dealing with, you will get creative on that. So I mean, honestly, creativity has no limitation at all. And again, we just spoke sometime back is that release all the limiting beliefs. So that is also what comes, like everything boils down to. I am in control of my thoughts and emotions. So I guess again, it talks about control. Talks about emotions, which I said that you may have to work on earlier. So this is going to be an affirmation which is going to help you Definitely it's going to support you while you are walking on the journey of your emotional healing as well. I would just again add here is it's really going to be up to you whether you choose the new or you want to stay in the same old energy. Take action. Again, yes, I think I mentioned earlier also that you will have to take certain actions. Again, it came in between about it, so this is just giving you a confirmation again that this is what you need to do. If you have any confusion, watch the guidance all over again. You will get all your messages. You will be able to associate with a lot of things, hopefully. So since this is a general reading, yes, you will have to put that effort to understand how it fits in into your life. And if it doesn't, just don't force it. Maybe this reading is not for you. So I hope you do resonate. If you have any suggestion, let me know in the comments down below. Let's connect there. And thank you so much, and see you in the next reading. Bye bye.